How do we decide the means of knowledge? Direct experience and logic. It is easy to say that these are the means of knowledge. But why and how? How do we decide that I am going to consider only these two as means of knowledge? Nothing else. A lot of explanation is given in your program about this in the chapter on means of knowledge video. There is a list of criteria of why we have chosen these means. There are many means of knowledge. First thing, there are many. In different paths, different philosophies, people have adopted different means of knowledge. However, consensus is on direct experience and logic. Why? Because everybody found them reliable, most reliable, consistent. They do not change with time and place and so on. And there are 2 or 3 more like repeatability, replicable. So incidentally, the same criteria or same means are used in science also, any kind of science. It is our own experience and it is our own logic that helps us to pick good means of knowledge. Secondly, if you check the definition of knowledge, it is defined as logical connections, interrelations between experiences that are impressed on the memory. Remember this definition. This definition gives you the means of knowledge directly. How? It says logical connections. So logic is needed to make any connections. Second, it says experiences that are stored in the memory. Without any experience, what will be stored in the memory? Nothing. So experience which is direct, which reaches our memory is needed. That is direct experience coming from the senses, which is not occluded by our beliefs or biases or wrong notions. That is direct experience. That is a deeper definition of direct experience. So see, the definition of knowledge itself gives you the means of knowledge. How beautiful it is. You don't need anything more. That is what the refutation part of the lesson tells you, that we have refuted, that we don't need guru, we don't need scriptures, we don't need books, and we don't need the non-availability and so on, you see, which are very good means of knowledge, but we don't need them. They are not really essential. They are not necessary. So in the end, we don't get any knowledge. You must have gone through that chapter also. So means of knowledge are not chosen to get some kind of knowledge. We really don't get knowledge. What we get is purification. We remove the darkness. We remove the ignorance. That is what will happen. So even though we chose the means to get knowledge, ultimately we come up with only removal of ignorance, cleaning of anything that is false and assumptions, imaginations, indoctrination. That is what will happen. So this is a very deep topic. We start like this, but we reach somewhere else. We become empty of knowledge also. This must be always remembered.